How's everyone doing over on One Nation Pub Stomping? I'm a new commentator for One Nation, and my name's, nah, I'm just fucking with you. I'm Turbo. And today we got Dark, who's going to be getting a triple DNA bomb, a quad DNA fail when he dies one off, which is ridiculous. So be sure to like the video for that, and be sure to check out Dark. His link is, holy shit, it's in the description. Didn't see that coming. Ooh, this is going all over the place today, huh? But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about was my little obstacle course that I did today. And it's basically something called the Tough Mudder. Now, you might have heard about it, but Tough Mudder is basically an international organization that goes around to various countries, a lot in the US. I know they've been to Canada, Germany, Australia, Britain. They've been all over the place, and they recently came to Virginia, which is where I live. And it's basically a 10-mile obstacle course that's very, shut up phone, that's very brutal, particularly. And it's not really about a race. It's not really a race. It's more about camaraderie and teamwork and overcoming these obstacles as a group. So that's why a lot of people do it with friends. Now, unfortunately, if you're not 18, you have to have an 18-plus chaperone to do it with you. So I basically had my buddy Coulter and his cousin, who was 20, named Addison, to do it with me. And it was really fun. Our start time was 12:30, and it basically took us, well, I'm getting a call on Skype chat, 1 second. And it basically took us 5 hours to do it. It was crazy. But the obstacles were really fun. They were all teamwork based, and it was basically just super sweet. I got soaked in mud. The likes on Instagram just boomed. I swear to God. I posted 2 pictures in a row, and I got like equal likes on both of them. That never happens. Not with me, at least. And a bunch of girls like those pictures too. Oh my God. And God, it was just so much fun. So I'm going to talk about some of the obstacles that we experienced during the Tough Mudder. And you can definitely look all of this up on the internet. They literally go all over the place. It's really cool. One of the big ones would be an obstacle called electroshock therapy. It's basically the final obstacle in the entire 10-mile course. And what it is a bunch of little wires dangling, almost touching the ground. And above that, or below those wires, is a little pool of mud that you got to run through. But obviously you can't sprint through it because it's mud, and it basically limits your mobility. And what those little wires do is that they send out electrical shocks at a rhythm. So you basically got to just run through it really fast, and you're going to get shocked. That is a fact, that you are going to get shocked. And that's when big, buff guys who are just huge have a lot of trouble with it because they hit the most wires. And skinny little girls hit the least amount of wires so that they don't really get shocked as much. Now, I probably got shocked about twice, and it hurt like a bitch. After running 10 miles, I was super tired. I was ready to just get water, get my free merchandise at the end of the course, and just get out of there. But first, I had to overcome this final obstacle course, and it sucked balls, ladies and gentlemen. Now, another obstacle was the second to last one, and I guess they saved the last 2 hardest obstacles for last, because this one was like a half pipe, except it was more of a quarter pipe, and you basically had to run up it, and someone had to grab your hand and pull you up. Now, the problem with this was that it was covered in vegetable oil, ladies and gentlemen, and that made it very difficult to run up, keep your momentum, and let someone grab you, because you were covered in mud. Your shoes were filled with mud and water, so you couldn't really run your full speed, and you were tired, and it was like 90 degrees outside, and it was just ridiculous. And that was probably the only obstacle in the entire 10-mile course that I didn't get on my first try, because I just didn't get a good grip when I ran up it. It was really hard, but I love this Tough Mudder. I got a free shirt, I got a headband, they gave me some beef jerky and a protein bar at the end, which was sweet. And the thing that was the most fun was doing it with my friends. That was probably the most fun part for me, personally. Like, there was actually a new obstacle that was unique to the Virginia course, and it was basically a gas chamber filled with tear gas that resembled that of like really thick minty smell, and it made you cry, and when it got in your nose you could taste it going down your throat, and it kind of made you wheeze, and it cleaned your sinuses out. So by the time you were done crawling through the mud that was just polluted by this gas, you were crying, you were leaking out just mucus, and it was ridiculous, but it was so much fun. And again, it was 90 degrees outside, and they had only about 6 refreshment stations that had water for you throughout the entire 10-mile course. So there wasn't really much to get water, and you could only have a couple cups of water, because if you drink too much, then you're going to throw up. And some refreshment stations had half a banana, and some had some gummies to chew on. But that was basically a Tough Mudder. I highly recommend you try to do it if it comes to your area. It is such a blast. Do it with friends. It's awesome. This was Dark's Gameplay. I'm Turbo. Peace.